Hi, thanks for joining me for this week's quick business tip. I'm Jennifer with Limitless Impact Agency. It is mid-December today, and maybe you are starting to look at your year-end numbers, you're tracking your revenue goals, and measuring your success from the numbers on your P&L spreadsheet. Today, I want to talk to you about a different kind of metric, one that doesn't really show up on a spreadsheet, but as I learned, it has a direct impact on your bank account. I want to talk to you about the danger of a business that looks really good on paper. A few years ago, I was taking a look at my own business, working with a business strategist who has now become a good friend. And while we were talking about my core offer, which was the main program that I was selling at the time, on paper, this program was a dream. It was profitable, it got fantastic results for my clients, and the deliverables were easy to do for me and my team. It looked like a well-oiled machine. By every logical metric that most of us judge our business on, I should have been thrilled, and I thought I was. But while I was having a conversation with my business strategist, she looked at me and asked me this question. Jennifer, are you excited about this offer? And I stared at her like a deer in headlights because I knew what the answer was, but I'd never even considered the question. The answer was no. 5 years ago, this program excited me. I was over the moon talking to everyone about it. I absolutely loved it. But that day, sitting there with my strategist, I knew it didn't excite me anymore. I was bored. It had become too routine, and the spark was gone. But because I had never considered the question, initially my thought was, hey, it's working. It's making money for me and my team. Why would I even think about changing it? But what happened next taught me one of the most valuable lessons in my entire 26-year career. Your excitement is your biggest competitive advantage. Because here's what I was afraid of. I was afraid that if I admitted I was bored and I wasn't going to sell this program anymore, that I would have to burn the whole thing down, scrap the entire offer, and start from a blank piece of paper, which felt terrifying and quite honestly irresponsible. This offer was putting a roof over my head, food on the table, and supporting my team and my team of contractors. But when I really got quiet and took some time to think strategically about the offer, I realized I didn't have to burn it all down. I just needed to make it fun again. So I kept the framework. I kept the bare bones of the program, but I made some small changes. I changed a little bit of the delivery. I added some new things that really lit me up. And the magical part was I didn't just feel happier. The next year, I sold almost twice as many of these programs. I didn't charge less. It's actually charging a little bit more, and I still sold twice as many. You might be asking why. It wasn't because the economy changed and people just started, crawling out of every rock to buy things. It was because excitement is contagious. When I was bored, I was selling a product, I was selling a program. But once I reignited my excitement, then I was selling transformation. Because people notice when the salesperson is genuinely over the moon about what they're talking about. And that energy is palpable and it's contagious and it transfers confidence to the buyer. It's a huge factor in whether or not you get a yes when you ask for the sale. This is when I realized that my boredom had become an invisible expense on my P&L sheet. And by reigniting my joy, I not only increased sales, it was actually the best marketing strategy I could have ever implemented in my business. And that's why I try to seek out that joy when I work with my clients and help them with their marketing and sales. So we're sitting here, it's the middle of December 2025, and before you really lock in those goals for 2026, I'm encouraging you to take a look at your invisible balance sheet. Think about what your joy margin is in your business. Because if you are slogging through those days, selling things that bore you or serving clients that drain you, you're leaving huge piles of money on the table. You can't scale a business that you resent, even if you don't consciously know that you resent it right now. So grab a piece of paper, a journal, open up a Word document or the notes program on your phone. I have 3 questions for you, and I want you to write them down so you can really take some time to think them through. The first question is, when was the last time you woke up and you were over the moon, thrilled out of your mind, excited about the business day ahead of you? Not the vacation that you had coming up, not the lunch that you were going to have with your best friend, but excited about the business that you were going to do that day. Was it last week, last month, 2 years ago? Was it longer? Really be honest with yourself and take time to figure out when that was, because picturing that exact day is a very important part of the next question. Because I want you to think back to that specific day, one where you were so excited. You probably got out of bed an hour before your alarm went off. Now, what tasks or projects or clients were you looking forward to that day? Was it a specific type of client, specific service you were delivering for that client? Were you creating some new content for your business or your client's business? Were you solving a specific type of problem? Think about what it was that was lighting you up, because those are your clues to figure out what kind of fuel fires your joy engine. And the last question, sometimes the most important one, but without the first 2, you can't get to number 3. What small changes could you make in your business right now so that you can have more of those incredibly excited, thrilled to be alive days in 2026? It's important to remember that you don't have to burn your business down if you don't want to. And if you want to, that's okay too. Maybe you just need to change how you deliver your service. Or maybe you need to change who you offer your service to. Maybe you just need to raise the price a little bit. Look for those small steps that get you that much closer to that really big door that can open incredible things for your business. Because a profitable business that bores you is just a trap. It's a golden cage. But a profitable business that excites you, that's when you become an unstoppable force. Your energy is one of your most powerful assets. Learn to protect it, cultivate it, and don't be afraid to tweak a successful on paper offer if it means that you'll be getting more joy back into your business. Because when that joy is on fire, your customers feel it too, and you will see those results on your P&L sheet. So my challenge for you this week is to look at those 3 questions, really spend some time marinating in that, and find out where that boredom tax is in your business and what changes you can make so that next year you see those excitement profits. Until next week, keep leading with integrity, serving with heart, and learn to make 2026 your most limitless year ever. I'm Jennifer Swineford with Limitless Impact Agency.